If you're a fan of One Piece, I bet there's been so many times you've been amazed by characters' entrances, whether it be during their introduction or simply at an important part of the series. It could be because of their unique appearances, crazy powers, snazzy laughs, or amusing verbal tics, of which there are plenty in this pirate tale. No doubt these moments make these characters shine brighter, stand taller, and stay with you longer. There are some characters that stand out more when they make an appearance at a pivotal part of the story. Characters who make you stand up and take notice. So today we bring you our list of the top 10 badass entrances in One Piece. Without further ado, let's get this ship sailing. We start the list off with an early favourite. A haki-powered Luffy rescues King Neptune from the villainous Hody Jones in the Fishman Island arc. With the great white shark fisherman's sword inches away from Neptune's neck, Shirahoshi howls for the captain of the Straw Hats to save her father. Seconds later, Luffy bursts out of a pet shark's mouth, landing a kick on the human-hating pirate. Hody sent flying and crashes into the walls. To the relief of the watching townsfolk, the public execution's averted. Neptune and his princes live to fight another day, and the Straw Hats take the lead to reunite the underwater kingdom with the world above the surface. We just know our favourite pirates are on their way to conquering the new world.
Arara. ちょっとごめんな、あんちゃん。
At number 9, we have the moment when Aokiji rescued Smoker. In the New World, the Luffy Law Alliance has made a mess of Doflamingo's plans by destroying his artificial devil fruit manufacturing factory on Punk Hazard and taking his mad scientist Caesar Clown hostage. Having the smile literally wiped off his face, the warlord flies into the toxic island in a flurry of pink feathers itching for a fight. But Luffy and gang are long gone, leaving Smoker and his G5 unit to face the music. Which brings us to this next entry on our list. Clearly no match for Doffy, the cigar-smoking Marine captain's on the verge of a very stringy death when suddenly an icy front blows in. To everyone's surprise, Smoke is saved by the timely arrival of Aokiji, who turns Doffy into a giant icicle. The pirate's quick to recover, but knows better than to fight the former Marine Admiral, as laid back as he might appear.
そいつさ、俺の友達なんだよ。
After the ice storm comes a bolt of blinding yellow light. Number 8 is Rayleigh saving Zoro. Kizaru has Zoro at the receiving end of his killer beam on Sarbodi. This is one of the first big crises facing the Straw Hat Pirates. The fallen swordsman needs a miracle to make it out of this encounter with the flashy Admiral alive. Luckily, Silver's Rayleigh flies in at lightning speed, going straight for Kizaru and deflecting his light beam with a touch of his sandaled foot. Here we get a glimpse of the power of the Dark King, a man who was the Pirate King's first mate. The Straw Hats make their escape as Rayleigh comes out of retirement to help them usher in a brand new pirate era. Next up, Luffy enters the battle to save Ace. The captain of the Straw Hats has done the impossible by breaking in and out of the Impel Down Fortress. From there on, making it through the gates of justice and into the Marines' island headquarters of Marineford before the executioners bring the curtains down on his brother is easier said than done. It's nothing that tumbling down from the sky on an upended ship, accompanied by an unruly bunch of new allies and former enemies, can't fix. Hang on, Ace, here comes help. As the Rubber Man and his motley crew freefall into Marineford, it looks like a happy ending is in the making. Alas, it's not to be. But that discussion's for another day and a different list. At number 6, we get our first eyeful of the world's greatest swordsman, Hawkeye's Dracule Mihawk. At first, there's a flashback of piercing yellow eyes, the dark silhouette of a tall man in a cape and hat, and a 50-strong pirate fleet lying asunder in his wake. Next, the man himself makes his nonchalant entry, sailing close to the floating restaurant Baratier on a small boat, no crew to his name. With a swing of his monstrous black sword, he slashes the pirate bully Don Krieg's ship in half, snapping it in two as if it were a twig. First impressions don't get stronger than this. What follows is just as cool. The legendary first meeting between Mihawk and the man who aims to wrest the title of the greatest swordsman from him, Roronoa Zoro. A wonderful tribute to this moment is recreated some 500 episodes later when a post-time skip Zoro emulates his mentor and cuts a ship in half off the Sarbodi coast. Now how's that for a parallel? On to the top 5 now, and it's the slow-talking, fast-moving Kizaru once again. The Navy Admiral makes probably one of the most epic entrances in the entire series as he takes off from his warship and lands on Sarbodi riding a cannonball, resplendent in his yellow striped suit and yellow glasses. All hell's broken loose on the archipelago, with Luffy punching the living daylights out of a celestial dragon and Trafalgar Law and Captain Kidd joining in the melee. But Kizaru's his usual cool self, not even flinching from a bullet to his head. He may not be as ruthless as Akainu or icy cool as Aokiji, but don't let his laid-back demeanor and lazy smile fool you. The Admiral's not to be taken lightly, as the Straw Hats find out the hard way. At number 4, we have Kaido, another man who loves to make an entrance every time he appears in the series. In the ongoing arc, the Straw Hats have just arrived in Wano to fight the King of the Beasts and are making their presence felt as they sumo wrestle and brawl their way through samurai country against all plans to lay low and take the Yonko by surprise. Is that even possible with Luffy around? As the sky darkens and ominous clouds swirl, a huge dragon appears out of nowhere. We've been given a million references to Kaido's superhuman strength, but with the dragon's arrival, we get our first look at his devil fruit powers. As impressive as Kaido's inhumanely huge human form is, his horned, fire-breathing self makes the pirate an even more enigmatic and dangerous being. It's not for nothing that they call him the strongest creature in the world. Kaido! At number 3, we have one of the many legendary moments from Marineford. It's when Luffy faces the Admirals. Luffy's finally close enough to rescue his brother Ace, but finds a formidable wall blocking his path to the execution platform. Standing before him are the 3 top admirals of the Navy, Akainu, Aokiji, and Kizaru. So near, yet so far. You're not ready for this stage yet, Aokiji tells him bluntly, and we silently agree. But Luffy wouldn't be Luffy if he was scared that easily, even when facing much stronger opponents. He attacks the admirals, unleashing a barrage of kicks and trying to trick his way past them. This moment gets stuck in our head as perhaps the first real challenge thrown down to the Navy and the world government by the man who would be the next pirate king. We're almost at number 1. Before that comes a suicidal jump from a sky island that serves as our introduction to the One Piece universe's biggest and baddest supervillain so far, Kaido, King of the Beasts, one of the 4 Emperors of the Sea. Captured by the Navy 18 times, he's escaped execution and near certain death 40 times. Guillotines can't cut him, spears can't impale him, he simply can't be killed, even by himself, as he finds out after his jump, which leaves him with just a headache. Kaido's also the man Luffy and Law have angered in their quest to defeat him. Sounds like a suicide mission for the rookies, right? We'll have to wait and watch to find out if that is the case indeed.
死に場所を求める男の名は百獣のカイドウ。
悔いはない。
Now for the top, it's the mighty Shanks ending the Battle of Marineford. The war ended tragically in the deaths of Ace and Whitebeard, but with both the Marines and the pirates unwilling to relent, the casualties continue to mount. Kobe's desperate plea to Akainu to end the senseless fighting and stop the loss of innocent lives only earns him the Admiral's ire. As Akainu turns his fist of molten lava at Kobe, Shanks appears out of nowhere and saves the young Marine. "I've come to end the war," he announces calmly, and the swords fall silent. Fleet Admiral Sengoku agrees, and that's how the Paramount War comes to an end. Just like that, with just a word from the red-haired Yonko. The Navy even agrees to hand over the bodies of Ace and Whitebeard to Shanks so he can bury them with dignity, and he buys Jinbei and Law time to make their getaway with the distraught Luffy. The closing moments of the Battle of Marineford are a true testament to the silent power of the man who inspired Luffy to become a pirate all those years ago. Even the Marines know better than to mess with red hair.
まだ暴れ足りない奴がいるのなら
And there you have it, the top 10 badass entrances in One Piece. We hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. I'd definitely appreciate it. Tell us what you think of our selection and if you think we missed anything. Don't forget to comment on your favorite entrance from the series, and I'll see you next time on ViniiTube.